So, a big mission of this show is city-owned internet and municipal broadband. And some of you guys know that. I mean, one of the missions for 2020, which of course, in light of everything that's going on, that has been delayed a little bit, and we're still trying to figure it out. But myself and Kevin Ronka from Right Brain Studios, Kevin, he's been on this show. He made the documentary, The Revolution Televised, and the documentary Night Crawlers, which I really need to see. I know we had him on the show recently. I can't wait to see that movie. I'm really excited for it. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to. It's a heavy movie, so you really have to be like, okay, I want a documentary right now. But anyway, he's supposed to help me on some mini documentaries around city-owned internet. And, I really try to raise the consciousness on this issue. I'm trying to raise the activism on this issue because I think it's very important. For anyone who's not a regular here and you're not quite sure what I'm talking about, what city-owned internet is it takes the internet out of the hands of the Comcasts and the AT&Ts, and it puts it into the hands of cities and municipalities. This is being done more and more throughout the country, especially because of the loss of net neutrality. Net neutrality, of course, is that law that dictates that the internet must be treated like an open platform, and no traffic can be prioritized over other traffic on the internet. All websites need to load the same. We don't have that protection anymore. Net neutrality has been repealed. So, more cities and towns across the country are building their own internet. And there was a study conducted by Harvard University that the Bernie Sanders campaign actually references in Bernie's high-speed internet for all plan, where they show that every city and municipality that does a municipal broadband plan, which again is city-owned internet, they're able to offer residents internet that is just as good quality, if not better quality. In most cases, it's better quality than what the cable companies are offering. And they're able to do it at a cheaper price. It's more affordable. So you're getting a free and open internet. You're getting better quality internet, and you're paying less for it. Now, why is this the case? Well, this is the case because these big cable companies over the years have just formed organized duopolies. They have territorial arrangements with each other. AT&T, Comcast has got this land. You don't go here. And in exchange, Comcast won't go here. And then what do? They try to price gouge consumers as much as they can because their concern is not providing the best service possible. Their concern is making profit. So they don't give you all that great of internet because as long as their competitor's not offering anything better, they can get away with it. And they collaborate with each other. You're probably thinking, Ron, this sounds like the mafia. Yeah, exactly. It's the same notion. It's the same formula. It's an organized duopoly. That's all it is. And it shouldn't be legal. It should totally not be legal. And then they put these things in place to try to stop cities and municipalities from building their own internet. So all these people with their, well, it's the free market argument. No, it's not the free market. Because if it was, all cities and municipalities would be able to build their own internet to, quote, compete. But it's not set up that way. They put red tape in place to make sure cities and municipalities can't do that. But cities and municipalities are getting around it anyway because they're fighting the fight. They're getting it on the ballots. And they're building their own internet. And they're offering something better to people. So I really want to see that happen on a mass scale across the country. And I'm trying to do what I can to foster that. I'm trying to get city-owned internet in my community of Pasadena. Obviously, right now, not a lot's being done in that regard. I can't even go to a city hall meeting because they're not having them. Like there are no city council meetings right now. So, but I hope to resume with that. So here's an article that came out with millions of students cut off digitally. Coronavirus pandemic bolsters demand to treat the internet as a public utility, which at the end of the day, that's what this is. We want the internet to become a public utility. Advocacy groups calls for $100 billion investment toward creating a broadband system that would benefit people, not just companies. While Senate Democrats continue to hold the line against the third GOP coronavirus package, condemned as a corporate blah, 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 concerns about remote education and digital connectivity during the pandemic are rising. Yeah, just imagine for a second we didn't have the internet throughout all this. And I feel I feel uncomfortable even just saying that, because it's like one of those things like don't, you know, don't project your own omen, you know. But imagine we didn't have the internet throughout this. Just imagine that for a second. Imagine if throughout all this we didn't even have the internet either. It's disturbing, isn't it? It's very concerning. I agree. So in a letter Sunday that was sent to Mitch McConnell, 20 senators requested that the new COVID-19 relief package include at least $2 billion in E-rate funds for schools and libraries to provide hotspots or other Wi-Fi capable devices for students lacking internet access at home. So Free Press Action on Monday proposed a spending plan for Congress and the FCC to keep people connected to the internet during the pandemic. Which, by the way, shout out to Free Press and Free Press Action. I'm a big fan of Free Press. I like a lot of their work. Now, the proposal they sent, it calls for $1 billion in immediate funding for Lifeline, a federal program that provides affordable communication to people with low incomes. $25 billion for a Lifeline benefit of up to $50 per month for home internet connection. $5 billion for the E-rate educational connectivity program, and $50 billion to deploy high-capacity broadband networks in rural and unserved areas. And let me go ahead and show you guys this tweet in case you would run and retweet it. So here it is. I already retweeted this too. You can also find this on my Twitter. But there's the tweet from Free Press Action. Yesterday, we released the report, Keeping Connected Amid Crisis, Policies to Keep People Online During the COVID-19 Pandemic. The plan calls on Congress to allocate up to $100 billion in subsidies, rebates, and tax relief benefiting people. So go ahead and give that a retweet. Let's see if there's something you can sign. So it looks like it's just a press release, not really something you can sign. I just went ahead and clicked it. But yeah, please do retweet that and see what you can do.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together